Hey guys, I love Jurassic Park. I want to get this off my chest. This is confession time. If you know me at all, you know it's been a huge part of my life, and I really liked the new Jurassic World movie. I think it was particularly amazing. So I went to go watch it at IMAX. It was just, my mind is half blown, fully blown, but just, I'm still cognizant to talk to you. So I've decided to make a video showcasing all the dinosaurs from the movies that are in the new Lego Jurassic World game, so you can see their Lego counterparts for yourselves. We all know that they're the real stars of the show. All I want are just some of the toys. Don't forget to check out the cards in the top right hand corner of this video, and if you like this video, smash that like button. Ankylosaurus. Yeah, this dinosaur is really popular because it's kind of weird. It's got this really hard shell on the top, and it's got this big rock nearly as a tail, this bony end as a tail, and it used it as this weapon to swipe at other dinosaurs. Apatosaurus. Now this guy is very interesting because everybody thought that Apatosaurus was a Brontosaurus, and then they changed the name to Apatosaurus, and then it's now Brontosaurus again. I think scientists, you must get your acts together, but it's the one with the long neck, and a lot of people mistake it for the next dinosaur. Brachiosaurus. Now this guy is quite possibly, I don't know if it still is, the biggest dinosaur in existence. And it had this hole on the top of its head. There was a breathing hole. And we saw it in the first Jurassic Park. A lot of people mistake it for the Apatosaurus. Compsognathus. Now the Compsognathus is a very silly name for a dinosaur. It's those little guys that you see in a Jurassic World on the beach with that girl and the guy who takes a pee. In the book and in the movies, they shortened the name to Compy. Corythosaurus. This dinosaur was pretty big, it had a duck bill, was a herbivore, kind of boring looking, with a little sail or a little crest on the top of its head. Dilophosaurus. Now in the movie Jurassic Park, they've created this fiction where the Dilophosaurus, it's a tiny little predator, had this hood and it could spit poison. We don't know if it could ever do that, by the way. That was kind of just made up by the movie, and then proliferated through every single other game out there, including Ark Survival Evolved. Gallimimus. This is one of these herded dinosaurs that you see in the first film. The big scene was particularly when Alan Grant and the kids were running away from the herd because it was storming towards them, and a T-Rex comes into the field and grabs one. Kind of looked like ostriches and antelope put together. Dimorphodon. Besides it sounding extremely big, it actually wasn't. It was a relatively small winged dinosaur with lots of sharp teeth, and it looked quite scary. It was in Jurassic World, and it looked pretty frightening to deal with. Indominus Rex. Now this isn't a real dinosaur, it was a dinosaur that they made for the film Jurassic World. The dinosaur is created from a bunch of different dinosaur DNA. I don't want to give too much away because it might be spoilerish for the movie. Mosasaurus. The Mosasaurus is a very, very cool animal. It was an underwater animal. It was huge. The oceans in the dinosaur period were pretty scary, and this guy was kind of like half a crocodile, half a shark, I suppose, an ichthyosaur or something, and it was huge. Pachycephalosaurus. These guys had like a big, bony, flat head. They were bald. That's what they looked like. And they were believed to like charge one another. And there was a very memorable scene for me in The Lost World where one of the hunters gets their car door charged by a baby Pachycephalosaurus. Parasaurolophus. Now this guy had that really like long, I would say, it's not really a crest, is it? I don't know what you would call it, but it's like this long extended back on the back of its head. Very passive herbivore, very cool looking and quite iconic. I've seen in many other dinosaur movies and stuff. The Pteranodon. Now, although the books talk about the Pteranodon from the first book, they only seem to have introduced them in the third movie, which was by far the worst of the four. And of course, they play a very cool role in Jurassic World. Spinosaurus. Now, although Jurassic Park 3 was pretty rubbish, the big dinosaur was pretty cool. It was called a Spinosaurus. It was kind of very similar to the Baryonyx. If you guys like dinosaurs, it was like a fish-eating dinosaur, but this one was absolutely massive, and it's got like this beak, and then it has like this big back on it, like a big fan or sail. And I think scientists think it used to use it to heat up its body, especially if it was a reptile, but there's all this differing opinion on what that functioned as. Stegosaurus. Now this is another dinosaur that they speculate needed to use the sun or collect heat from the sun, and it does so, well, as they speculate, with plates on the back of its back, and it has those 4 spikes on the end of its tail. It's very lumbering and slow, but it looks really cool. It kind of walks like a hippopotamus, and eats a lot of plants. So another herbivore. And there's a really cool scene in The Lost World where Sarah Harding gets lost, and that's the moment they find her. Triceratops. Now everybody knows the Triceratops. It's the one with the 3 horns and the big hood behind the horns. It looks like a little bit of a rhinoceros. Runs on all 4s, charges things to death. They set it loose in The Lost World because somebody caught it. And in the first movie, actually, they actually fixed one, or healed one, because it was sick. Tyrannosaurus Rex. This is one of the big ones, guys. Everybody knows the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and obviously played a huge role in all the films. It was kind of the star of the first movie when it walked in between the 2 cars and the kids were very freaking out and they had like night vision goggles and it was crazy. VELOCIRAPTOR. These were dinosaurs that were actually quite small. They ranged between the size of a wolf and the size of a human being, as far as I know. And they had like big claws on their feet, and you can see them in all the movies pretty much. They kind of are these smart, hyper-intelligent dinosaurs. And in the 4th movie, they've managed to train them to a certain degree, and that's pretty cool. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, make sure that you smash that like button underneath the video and let me know in the comments what you think of the Lego series. In particular, if you've played the Lego Jurassic World game. I think it's pretty sweet. Oh, and subscribe. In the meantime, don't do drugs, stay in school, and high five a stranger. Adios.